Good day, all of you. Welcome in Alahram Modern School. This is the Math Department. We welcome you all, my dear student. In Primary 5, we're going to explain to you more lessons in the second term. This is Mrs. Safa. I welcome you all, my dear student. Today we're going to continue explaining Unit 3, the measurement, Lesson 5, the circumference of a circle. So get ready and bring your booklets and your pen and your calculator, and we're going to start to have more exercise regarding the circumference of a circle. But before that, I want you to remember a very important rule that we took it the previous lessons, which is the circumference of a circle. When we talk about the circumference of a circle is the diameter of a circle, but we give it a name, it's the circumference. And if he give you the diameter length in the test or in the exercise, then you have to use the circumference of a circle rules, which equal pi times the diameter length of a circle. And we studied that pi is a ratio. He will give it to you in the exercise. It equals 3.14 or 22/7. This is a constant ratio, and the pi is coming from dividing the circumference of a circle over its diameter length. So when he gave you the diameter length, and he wants you to calculate the circumference of a circle, all you have to do, excellent, is to multiply the diameter length times the pi. But what if he gave you the radius of a circle? So it's going to be so easy. You're going to multiply 2 times pi times the radius length. So get ready now. Please bring your booklet and start to solve the following exercise with me. Open your booklet on page 65. We're going to have exercise number 1. Calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. He gave you a figure. It looks like that circle, and he divided into 2 parts. This is if I cut from here and from here and join these 2 parts together, it will be a whole circle. This is part 1 and this is part 2. Like he have a whole circle and he divided into 2 parts. And also we have a side here. Its length is 90 centimeter, and also another side here, and this shape is like a rectangle. So I know that each 2 opposite sides are equal. So if this is 90 centimeter, so this other side will be also 90 centimeter. And the perimeter of the shape is, I'm going to draw it with you with the red. This is mean the length of this curve and the length of this curve, also plus the sum of these 2 sides. Okay, so simply I analyze this figure for you. So we said that this figure looks like a circle, a half a circle, and there is also 2 sides in these 2 figure. So this means that I'm going to calculate the circumference of these sides of these 2 curves of the circle, which means this is the circumference of a circle. Plus I have also 2 sides here. I'm going to add them together to get the perimeter of the whole shape. So first I have to get the circumference of the circle. But miss, how can I calculate the circumference of the circle? Easy. You have here this side. This interior side is the diameter of the circle. So here is 70, so the diameter here is going to be 70 centimeter. So I can calculate the circumference of the circle, and then after I calculate the circumference of the circle, I'm going to add 2 sides to get the perimeter to the whole shape. Okay, so let's continue to solving this exercise. Again, I have to calculate the circumference of this circle. It's 1 circle, but he divided into 2 parts, and after I finish that, I'm going to add the sum of these 2 sides to it. So Here I have the diameter, it's 70 centimeter, multiply by pi. Pi here is 22/7, plus the sum of these two sides plus 19 plus 90. And you cannot calculate 70 or plus add 70 because this is an interior inside this figure. The perimeter is the sum of the only outline shape that forming this figure. Okay, you cannot add 70 because 70 also is the diameter of a circle. So here, using your calculator, you can get the answer for 70 by 7. I know I learned you to get first 70 divided 7, it will give me 10. 10 times 22, it will become 220. Okay, now this is the circumference of the circle. So I'm going to add it this side and this side. So the final answer is going to be excellent, all of you, going to be 400 centimeter. And this is a very important and easy exercise. I hope you learned this one. So another figure, calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. Now before we start to answer this, I want you to concentrate on this figure. This is here we have not a whole circle. We have, look at this, this is not a whole circle, this is a half of a circle, because I don't have the other part of the other curve to make a whole circle. So here I have only excellent half a circle, and also I have I'm talking about the sum of the outline shape. Here we talk about the perimeter. So we have here this curve is represent to me a half a circle, and I have this side, it's 40 centimeter, and this side is 70 centimeter, and I have also to add this side. If this is 40, so the opposite side, because this is a rectangle, so the opposite side will also be a 40. So this is 40 and the other side is going to be 40 centimeter. So again, this figure or this shape is contained of half a circle plus how many sides? Here I have, means I have, this is the first side, which is 40, and then this is the first side 40, and the second side 70, and I have also third side is also 70 centimeter. So let's start to solve. Okay, so we analyze this figure. The perimeter here is we have half of a circle, because I explained it to you why we use half here, and the circumference of a circle is going to be pi times the diameter length. And who excellent can tell me what is the diameter length here? So we're going to look to our shape again. I told you this is a rectangle, so if the length of this side is 70, then the length of the opposite side is also going to be excellent, all of you, is going to be 70 centimeter, because each of two opposite sides in the rectangle are equal in length. Now I have all the numbers to get the final answer for this exercise. So here I'm going to have half times pi times diameter length, which is 70 centimeter, plus I have the sum of the three sides, which I told you 40, 70, and also I have another side of the length of 40 centimeter. So half times 22/7, this is the pi, this is our ratio, times 70. 70 here is the length of the diameter. So, and then I'm going to add to this value the sum of the three sides, which they are 40 and 40 and 70. By using your calculator, it's easy, you can get the answer. Here is half times 22/7 times 70 is going to equal 110, plus 40 is going to give me 80, plus 70 is going to be 150 centimeter. So the perimeter of this shape is going to be 260 centimeter. Okay, another shape. Calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. This is so easy. you told me, yes, this is a half a circle, and you're going to write, here is the diameter length, you're going to write half times pi times d, and this is not going to be a correct answer because you forget to calculate a very important side. Excellent, all of you. Yes, this is the perimeter, this is the length of this curve, this is a half a circle. And don't forget, we also have a side here. We talk about the sum of the outline shape. This is the meaning of the perimeter. So I have a half of a circle, plus there is a side of the length 21 centimeter. And this side is also considered as the diameter of the circle. So please don't forget to add this side. This is a very important note, by the way. So we're going to write our rules. So the rule here is the perimeter equal half times pi times d. This is the diameter, 21, and half because I told you this is only a half of a circle. And please don't forget to write the sum of one side. This is the side I also have to add it to get the perimeter to the whole shape, my dear student. So now we're going to add it. It's half times 22 over 7. This is a pi, and this is also constant, times 21 is the diameter length to this circle, plus what? Excellent, my dear student, plus 21 is the sum of this side. So when we calculate all of these numbers, this will give you 33 plus 21. This is mean that the perimeter of this shape is going to be 54 centimeter. Okay, I hope you understand this exercise, and also we're going to solve more exercise to be excellent and more you have the more to learn about how to get the perimeter or the circumference of this shape. Now before we start to solve this exercise, I want you to look carefully to this figure. Yes, I know this is half of a circle. Excellent, my dear student. So when I put half and write it, so I can get the circumference of this curved line. And now please don't write plus the sum of this side because we only talk about the outer line sides. So I have this is the half of the circle, then I have to add to this side and also that side. Now this is only the perimeter. What about the interior, this side? No, we talk about only the outer line of the shape. This is I draw it with the yellow for you. So 14 here is considered as the diameter of the circle, but I'm not going to add it because this is inside the shape. So I'm talking only about the sum of the outline shape. So I have here half a circle plus two sides. But now, how can I get the length of these two sides, this one and that one? Now, look at the inside figure. This is a triangle, and he gave me the one side of this triangle, which is excellent, 14 centimeter. And when he drew this dash for you, this means that all sides are equal. So this is an equilateral triangle. It means that this side is 14 and this also is a 14 centimeter length, and the other side, which AC, is also equal 14 centimeter. Means, but he didn't write to me. Yes, sweetie, but he write to you this dash. It means that these sides are equal in length. Okay, so again, I'm going to have the circumference of a half a circle plus two sides. Okay, I hope you understand how we're going to solve these steps. Now we have the half of a circle. I told you this is the half of the circle, and the rule is going to be half times pi times d plus the sum of two sides. And please, we have here only two sides. Very good. So half times the pi here is 22 over 7 times 14 is the diameter for this half circle. I'm going to add to this the sum of the other two sides, 14 plus 14. So this will give me 22 plus 14 plus 14. Then the total is going to be 50 centimeter. I hope you understand this exercise, and we're going to solve also more about the circumference. I'm going to make a revision also about the area. Please don't forget what we studied before. So open your booklet on page 68. We're going to solve exercise number 3. Find the result of each of the following. Which is bigger? Yes, I told you. When you see the word which is bigger, write 1, 2, 3, because we have to get 3 answers. First, the perimeter or the area or whatever he asks me to get for the first shape, and number 2 is the perimeter or also the area of the second shape, and number 3, this is one you're going to write it. It's very important to answer the question which is bigger. So here we comparing between the area of the first one is a rhombus. He gives a diagonal are 6 centimeter and 8 centimeter, or the area of a square whose diagonal length is 60 centimeter. I know by now, my student, you told me, did the area of the rhombus equal? Excellent, all of you. Area 1, I'm going to call the area of the rhombus area 1. So you can write it area of the rhombus. I can write it area 1. So you can write whatever you like, but give me the meaning that you are calculating the area of the first shape, which here is the rhombus. So half times d1 times d2 is the rule to get the area of the rhombus. So we're going to make substitutions. Half times 6 times 8, because the diagonal of the rhombus are different in length. So this will give me 24 centimeter. And now we have to get the area 2 of the square. So area of the square equal side by side, or half times the product of its diagonal. So half times d times d. So half, the diagonal length here is 6 centimeter, and I told you before we start, we have to make sure that they are all the same unit here, centimeter, and the diagonal also centimeter. So it will give me 18 squared centimeter. Now this is not the complete answer. Very good. I told you 1, area of the first shape, 2, area of the second shape. Number 3, I have to answer the question. See here, as you notice that area 1, 24, is greater than area 2, so I have to write the answer for this question. Or you can write the area of the rhombus is greater than the area of the square. Okay, so this was an easy question. Another one, calculate the perimeter of the opposite figure. Yes, look at the figure carefully, analyze it, see it, and figure out what this figure is contained of. I see here this is a circle, but he divided into 2 parts, and between this circle I have 2 sides. This is the sum of the outer line shape, so I have to get the circumference of this circle, and its diameter is going to be 60 centimeter. He gave it to you in the exercise. When I finish calculating the circumference of a circle, I'm going to add 130 plus 130, because here I have a circle and also 2 sides. So the answer is going to be the circumference of the circle plus the sum of 2 sides. So the circumference of the circle, pi times d, and he gave me the pi here equals 3.14, and look here, the diagonal, the diameter length is 60 centimeter, so I'm going to multiply 60 times 3.14, which is pi, and then don't forget to add the sum of these 2 side. Don't add 60 and 60 because they are inside the shape. I want only the sum of the outline shape. So excellent. I'm going to add 130 plus 130, so the total is going to be 60 times 3.14 equal 188.4 plus the sum of the 2 sides. Then the total answer is going to be 448.4 centimeter. Okay, we have also more exercise in page 69, sorry. Here, so easy, calculate the perimeter. Oh, okay, I know you are going to say this is a half circle plus 1 side. half circle plus one side. Very good. So here I have the diameter, half times pi times d plus the sum of one side. Very good. So this will give me half times 22/7 times 28 is the diameter length, plus this side. Don't forget this side, this is very important to you. So the total is going to be 72 centimeter. Now exercise number 4 in the opposite figure. Yes, we studied this. This is a parallelogram. He gave you the length of this side, DE equal 12 centimeter. This is DE equal 12 centimeter. Okay, this is the high because we find the perpendicular sine. Excellent. This is the high and this is the base. AB is a base equal 10 centimeter, and he gave me also another high, DF equal, this is also another high, and he asks me to get the area of the parallelogram and the length of the BC. PC here is the base of this. This is what he wants me to calculate. Okay, so sometimes in this exercise he asks you only to get the length of BC. So you have to get to calculate the area of the parallelogram before we do anything. How can I calculate it? So easy. Area of parallelogram equal base by height. Again, area of parallelogram base times height. So I'm going to write my rule. You have to write the rules of the area or the circumference or the perimeter. So area of the parallelogram equal base by height, but what base and height? They're giving to you. Here I have 12 and 10. So please concentrate in this point. You're only going to use the thing that you see. I have here 12 is the height, and it is the corresponding base for it is AB. So only multiply 12 by 10. Don't come near to 8 because 8 is the high, but I don't know the base, so I'm not going to multiply 8. Okay, so 10 times 12, it will give me 120 square centimeter, and I have the area of the whole parallelogram, and I have the height of the parallelogram, which is 8 centimeters, the height of DF. So as we studied before, if I want to get the base of the parallelogram, multiply the area divided the height. We have 3 letters, so I'm going to multiply the area, or you can draw your magic triangle. So here the base equal base here is the length of the PC here, which he asks us to get, equal the area divided the height. I calculate the area in step number 1. This became 120 square centimeter divided by 8. It's giving to you in the exercise. So the length of the base is going to be 15 centimeter. Now with the last exercise in the following figure. By the way, this is also a very important exercise. ABC is a right angle triangle at A. Wait. When he told you this is a right angle triangle, this is a very important note. A right angle triangle, this is mean that we have this side and this side, they are the height of the base of the triangle. Okay, because they are right angle, these two sides are perpendicular, so one of them is the height and the other is the base. So when you have the word right angle triangle, this is mean that I already gave you the height and the base of this triangle. So he wants you to get the area of the triangle. So this is easy. I have to write the rule area of the triangle equal half pi base by height, half times base times height, and you have to write these rules. So area of triangle equal half times base times height, but what base and height that I'm going to multiply them together? Now look at the figure. Here is 8 and here is 6 centimeters. That is what I'm going to use. Don't come near to 10 because I don't know the corresponding height. I don't know the length of this side yet. Okay, so I'm going to multiply half. I'm going to change it to 0.5 as I learn how we're going to convert this half to a decimal. So the half is equal 0.5 times the height and the base, 6 and 8, so 0.5 times 6 times 8, this will give me 24 square centimeters. So now I get the area, I calculate the area of this right angle triangle. Now that will give me the length of AD. AD here is the height of the triangle. So we're going to remember, if he wants me to get the height, we're going to multiply 2 times area over B. Very good. This is our rules. So AD here is the height of the triangle. The rule, I'm going to use 2 times area over B. I know some of you use another rule, area divided half times base. It's also correct. If you try it, they're going to give you the same answer. So you can use any one of them. It's okay. So again, the height of the triangle equal 2 times A over B. 2 times A over B. So the area we calculated in step number 1, the answer was 24. So 2 times 24 divided 10, which is the length of this page. So the answer is going to be 4.8 centimeter. And by this we came to the end of explaining this lesson. This is a very important lesson, by the way. You have to try to practice, and this is the time for your homework. My dear student, please do your homework, because math means more and more practice. So your homework here is page 87 and page 68 in the booklet. You're going to solve exercise 2 in page 86, and also you're going to complete exercise, not the exercise, you're going to complete the whole page 70 and 71 in the booklet, and hope everything is going to be okay with all of you. I missed you all, my dear student. So next to see time. All right, bye bye.